let's talk about high-end dodging and burning, and I'm going to share with you the easiest way to do high-end dodging and burning. And let me share with you an example. So let's say you want to remove the eye bags from here. And you can use this technique for whatever. You can do the entire skin with it. You can do just a little area with it. Maybe there's a small unevenness you need to fix. Maybe there's a little darkness here that you need to fix. You can do whatever you want. That is the flexibility of this technique. But before we get into this technique, I need to ask you something. Let us create a brand new document, and this is just a trick question for you. And don't think of it as a trick question. Let me pick my colors, foreground color, background color. And now let me create a gradient for you. Now I'm going to look over the comments and let me ask you something. Which of these colors are brighter? Is this brighter? Is the top brighter or the bottom brighter? Can you tell me? So I'm looking at the comments right now. Amar tells me it's top. There are people who are telling me who are top. There are people who are telling me it's neither. There's someone who's telling me it's the same. There's someone who's telling me it's the bottom. So the opinions are divided. I wish I could have a poll right now. But either way, the general consensus is that it's kind of confusing. But it doesn't have to be. Let me frame the question a bit differently. Imagine you were a kid, like 8-year-old kid, 10-year-old kid, and I asked you the same question. What would you say? Is the top brighter or the bottom brighter? Top. Top, right? Any kid would say that, and that is our perception. So whenever we are doing high-end retouching, we sometimes want to take the color away so that it doesn't distract us. However, our perception here is that the top is brighter and the bottom is darker. But if we take the color away by creating a hue saturation adjustment layer and take down the saturation, it's the same. It's exactly the same. But that is not our perception. Our perception was the top was brighter and the bottom was darker. So an accurate way to take away the colors so that you only see the brightness levels is this. Let's take away hue saturation. We are going to create a solid color adjustment layer instead. And you can pick whatever you want. You can pick white, gray, black, anything that doesn't have any kind of saturation. Hit OK and change the blend mode from normal to color. Watch what happens. Now the top is brighter and the bottom is darker. This is a much better representation. That's what we are going to do as step 1 here. Take the color away so that it doesn't distract us. So click on the adjustment layer icon and then let us create a solid color adjustment layer. And we are going to take gray, white, you can take whatever here, and change the blend mode from normal to color. So this takes the color away. Now you can simply create a new layer just above the background layer. This is the simplest way to retouch. Create a new layer by clicking on this button and then simply take the brush and set the foreground and the background color to black and white. Press D. This stands for default. It sets your foreground and background color to black and white. Now just take a soft round brush and you want to make sure flow is at 1%. You can zoom in at 100%, something like so, and just start painting the eye bags with white. Whatever you want to even out, you can just start painting. It's that easy. So I'm just going to do a real quick job here. Don't judge me on this one. And again, do not forget, I made a mistake. Don't forget to change the blend mode of this layer from normal to soft light. And then you can paint on these areas, and that's how you can do your dodging and burning very, very easily. And for this, I do recommend, now you can do it with a mouse, all right, but I do recommend that you have some kind of a tablet, a graphic tablet for yourself. If you're doing photo editing, illustration, or any work in Photoshop, graphic tablet is a blessing. Please have one. All right. So right now I have done very few area, not even too much, and it begins to show such a huge improvement. And the great part about that is that we are not even changing the skin texture. It's exactly the same. Everything is exactly the same. But we have worked on the eye bags and removed them so nicely. And I'm doing this live in front of you. And it's much harder when you're doing it in front of an audience. And this is like really, really fast work. Usually I would zoom out, check it a little bit, zoom in, but there you go. Now, fair warning, this can be very addictive for you because you can keep on doing this stuff and you have to know when to stop. Otherwise, you'll just turn your portrait into a wax statue. But either way, here it is, before, after. See how easy that was? Before, after, before, after. All of that gone so nicely and it still looks so darn natural. Have a look at it. Before, after. Now you can turn off the luminosity check layer. I actually call it the luminosity check layer because it checks that luminosity levels. You can turn it off and there will be a change in color. Here's the before, here's the after, that is gone, but this area is still too red. You can easily fix this by creating another layer and let's just name it color layer, and this one was for dodging and burning. Now in the color layer, all we do is take the brush. You can increase the flow to even 20%, 10%, up to you. So I'm going to set it to 10%. Change the blend mode of this color layer to, guess what? Color, as the name goes. And then you can take a sample of an area of the color that you want in this place. So if you want this color, just take a sample of that by holding the Alt key or the Option key. Click to take a sample. And then you can just paint on that area to remove that red. Similarly here, you can easily fix that red, no issues. So you can take your time to do it, and that's how to do high-end retouching very, very easily. Now I have to tell you, there are many retouching, automatic retouching applications, including Retouch4me, and they wouldn't be able to go this precise because they don't know what you exactly want. They will retouch your skin perfectly. However, if there is a specific thing you want to do in the skin, it won't be able to do because it doesn't know what you exactly want. You are the artist here. So let me share with you an example just to make it clear. Here is a dodging and burning I did. You can also do it on a gray layer. It's the same thing. Now, I wanted to share with you the before and after of this skin. Before and after actually of dodging and burning. Here is the before and here is the after. Now you would notice that what I have also done besides making the skin even is that I have also shaped the nose this way because I wanted it that way. So you as an artist get to decide how you want certain things. If you're editing a lot of photos, yes, I recommend using an automatic plugin, which we will cover later. But if you absolutely want to sculpt every little detail, you will have to do it manually. Unless, of course, there's an update where you can just type in a prompt. But up until then, we have to just manually brush it in. If I were to show you this layer, see how many grooves I have made here just to make that happen. So here's the before. Look at the nose. Here's the after. All right. So the easiest way to dodge and burn is to just simply create a blank layer, paint with white or black with flow at 1% and change the opacity, change the blend mode to soft light. That's all there is to it.